My role is officially crowd doctor, but I also work as one of the club doctors for the 18s and the 20s.
How have you enjoyed the rugby element, working with the 20s and working with athletes?
Very much so. I mean, I joined Saints in end of 1996 now, and so always have enjoyed rugby league. Always, that was the sport I was interested in terms of a daily basis. To actually then put my medical knowledge into a sport that I loved was a real opportunity. Working with the young players, it's fantastic watching them come through. I mean, when I first started at Saints in the academy team, we had the likes of Helens and Kieran Cunningham, and to have seen them to go right the way through. Kieran now retired, which is a bit of a daunting thought, but it's great. It's really good to watch the lads come through and make the big time.
As sports go, it can't be many tougher sports to be a doctor in rugby league with the collisions, the bumps and bruises.
Some time ago we did a friendly game with Sale, rugby union. I don't know whether you guys remember that, but we did one half in rugby league and one half in rugby union, and I mean, I was just dreading the rugby union half, with the rucks and the mauls and the stamping and everything else. But interestingly, talking to Dave Jones, the Sale doctor, he was dreading the rugby league half. So it's horses for courses, really. Each sport has its own particular dilemmas and incidents, and it's a case of just being prepared.
Fans tend to see, whether it be an injury, come off with a physio, and that's the last they see of a player. Could you tell us a little bit more about a doctor's role there?
The thing about when you're actually watching a game, as far as medical incidents are concerned, you tend not to watch the ball. You're watching behind the ball, because that is where players are going to go down. So you're always watching, as I say, the play behind the ball. So, you might see a player going down, because it's obviously quite important if you can see what the mechanism of injury is, because mechanism of injury will often tell you what the problem is. So, as I say, you'll be alerted maybe to a player going down, you'll see the physio running on, then you're watching to see what the physio does. Because if the physio goes down, with the player, then you're thinking this is a serious incident, and you're picking up the oxygen and the defib, and you're getting ready to run on yourself.
You've got an event coming up very soon, which you'll make sure you have to be in tip-top condition for. Tell us a little bit about that.
About tip-top condition. Yes, 12 years ago I ran the Manchester Marathon just after Saints won the grand final, and it was rather a boozy run, and I said I would never run another marathon again. But when the first Liverpool marathon came around, and I thought this was a challenge that was too much for me to resist, really. At the end of the day, I could never play rugby, and I really admire the guys that go out there and put their necks on the line every week for something that they enjoy doing. And also the challenge for me is to raise some funds to help other people to enjoy their sport as well, in whatever way they can.